March 9th will, of course, be a very nice day of boxing, as it will be Anthony Joshua taking on the MMA phenom Francis Ngannou, with some pretty good some pretty good fights in the undercard. Of course, you have Ray Vargas making his return after a year off against Nick Ball. And of course, you got Zhilei Zhang defending his WBO interim heavyweight world championship up against Joseph Parker, coming off of a very big upset against Deontay Wilder. Very interesting night of boxing. Of course, let's start with Ray Vargas and the challenger Nick Ball, 19-0 with 11 knockouts, undefeated. Very nice. Of course, he is coming off of a unanimous decision win against Isaac Dogboe. Of course, Isaac Dogboe was the super bantamweight world championship till he lost to Navarrete twice. Very interesting fights. Then, of course, went on a pretty good win streak. Then losing to Robeisy Ramirez. Then losing to Nick Ball. Of course, he also coming off of some pretty decent wins before that. Jesus Ramirez Rubio, 20-1 with 3 draws. Knocked him out in the first round. Very nice. Ludimo Lamati, 21-0. Knocked him out in the very last round. Of course, he is fighting the champion, Ray Vargas, 36-1 with 22 knockouts. Of course, he is coming off of his unanimous decision loss to O'Shaquie Foster as he attempted to become a 3-division world champion. Of course, he is considered a somewhat knockout artist. I mean, the last knockout he had was very, very long ago. You get what you guess what year it is? Well, you got it wrong. It's 2016. He got his last knockout 2016. So that says a lot. But he did come off of a 2-year layoff basically to end up winning the WBC Featherweight World Championship against Mark Mixayo. Very interesting. Of course, who I got winning? Well, it's going to be a very interesting one because Ray Vargas has only fought 3 times after coming off of a 2-year layoff and then went on a year layoff afterwards. So that doesn't scream activity. But Nick Ball, of course, is fighting a shell of Isaac Dogboe. I don't think that was the best version of Isaac Dogboe. Could he have beaten the best version of Isaac Dogboe? We'll never know. That is always going to be in the realm of what if. Of course, he has fought some other pretty good opponents. Like I said, Ludimo Lamati. Although that guy was not seen as a knockout artist, a decently good fighter. Of course, Ray Vargas relies a lot on his distance control. Wondering if he fixed that. I don't know. Ray Vargas has some pretty long arms, and as we saw against O'Shaquie Foster, he needs his distance. If not, it's not going to end well for him. Of course, Nick Ball, like I said, knockout kind of artist. He is 57% knockout ratio. Of course, he did have a 4-fight TKO streak. Matter of fact, he's coming off of a lot of straight back-to-back TKOs. So, he is very clearly coming into his strength. And of course he is. He is only 27. Ray Vargas is, of course, his senior. But who's going to win? To be honest, if there's any chance Nick Ball has to beat him, it's right now. Ray Vargas is coming off of a loss, a 1-year layoff, coming back down in weight. I would assume people already know his weakness. You can't give him distance. Even if you suck at distance control, he sucks worse. That being said, doesn't change the fact that he's pretty good at distance. Like, he would literally hit you with 3 straight shots before you even got in. Now, of course, that being said, the reason why O'Shaquie Foster did as well as he did was for the sole fact that they had the same exact reach. Vargas didn't have the reach advantage against him. And it showed, right? Every time Vargas threw something, Foster countered. And he didn't really need to do much because he just threw a punch because they were the same distance away. Now, of course, Nick Ball did get a somewhat knocked down against Isaac Dogboe, but looking back at it, it looked like a push. But it was counted, and that definitely helped him in his decision win. But anyways, I think Ray Vargas gets it done. To be honest, I do think Nick Ball does have everything he needs to beat Ray Vargas. He has the style and all that stuff, but I don't think he has the experience to deal with someone that can hit you like from so far away. Like I said, Nick Ball will have to constantly fight for it every single round because, they're going to reset. So I got Ray Vargas. I think he finally gets a knockout since 2016. I think he gets it done. 11th round stoppage victory. Now let's get on to the co-main event. Two heavyweights, very nice. Joseph Parker, 34-3, with 23 knockouts and 1 loss via way of knockout. Of course, we all know where that came from. That came from the juggernaut Joe Joyce. Very nice. Not very nice because he got knocked out, but he did go on a win streak, which included the former WBC heavyweight world champion, Deontay Wilder. Of course, most people said that may or may not have been, I think Wilder might have been washed at that point. Was it true? Probably. But, it doesn't change the fact that he beat him. He came off of a upset win. It was an upset. So, whatever. Of course, his other 2 wins are against Dillian White and Anthony Joshua, both by decision. Of course, he'll be fighting the Big Bang from China, Zhilei Zhang, 26-1 with 1 draw, with 21 wins by way of knockout. 80% knockout ratio. Then again, it's a heavyweight. What'd you expect? Of course, he is coming off of his duality against Joe Joyce. That's right, the man that beat Joseph Parker via TKO. He knocked him out twice. He stopped him in the 6th round via repeated punches to the eye. In the second one, he just straight up knocked him out. The guy that was said to have a granite chin, not anymore. Of course, he is coming after that. He did come off of a unanimous decision loss to Filip Hrgovic. Most people thought he won, me included, but I guess they did not see it that way. And of course, his one majority decision draw was to Jerry Forrest. Of course, then that guy later lost to Pulev and Jared Anderson, so don't look good. But then again, the most recent wins scream a lot because this is seen as the better Joe Joyce. Although he did start late, he beat Joseph Parker via knockout. Matter of fact, he went into the Zhilei Zhang fights after the Joseph Parker fight. Of course, Joe Joyce basically beat everyone via knockout except that one guy, Bryant Jernick. But we'll talk about that. Now, with that being said, Zhilei Zhang is 40. That's a very big obstacle. And Joseph Parker is 32. And you want to know why that's a big problem? Deontay Wilder was damn near 42. He was 40 at the time of the he was 38. But you get the point. This dude's old as hell. So Joseph Parker definitely has that youthfulness to his, his style. But Zhilei Zhang is very accurate with his punches. But then again, it is very hard to gauge it against heavyweights nowadays because they don't move a lot. Hrgovic, even he did not move that much. He wasn't that much of a mover, but he kept getting tagged by Zhilei Zhang. But the main problem what people were saying with Zhilei Zhang was that he has no stamina, which of course makes sense. This dude's like 260 pounds, so most of it's not muscle. There's a lot of fat on there. Probably not the good fat, but he didn't need it against Joe Joyce, and Joe Joyce again, obviously beating them within the time frame. Now, with that being said, Joseph Parker has a good chance of upsetting Zhilei Zhang, or maybe he's not going to upset him. I don't know the odds, but Zhilei Zhang is accurate, a lot more accurate than Deontay Wilder. Although Zhilei Zhang is known for his left hand. It's not as powerful as Deontay Wilder's right hand. Although he's definitely going to land a lot more. Joseph Parker is a very mobile heavyweight. He can definitely cut the distance out and definitely do a lot against Zhilei Zhang. And then again, he actively looks tired within the fight. Even with the first Joseph Parker or Joe Joyce fight, you saw like, oh, this man's tired as hell, but he still managed to get it done. I think Parker does the same thing. I think he does it again. I think he beats Zhilei Zhang. But the difference is, like I said, Zhilei Zhang is really accurate. I think he has like a 40% accuracy rate, which is amazing, right? Especially for this guy. And considering he never really moved to begin with, makes sense. But he's not going to be fighting a non-mobile Joseph Parker. He's going to be moving around. He's going to be hitting him and all that stuff. I'm going to have to rock with Joseph Parker in this one. I think he did it. I think the age difference will be too much for Zhilei Zhang. But then again, he is an Olympian. He is very accurate with his punches. He is not Deontay Wilder. He throws punches. He lands them too. And he doesn't just need the right hand or for him the left hand to win. Of course, he beat Joe Joyce with a right hook. So he can hurt you with a bunch of punches. Unlike Wilder, he's a lot more accurate. He's technically the better Olympian. I think he's a silver Olympian compared to Deontay Wilder's bronze. But I think the age difference and the style Joseph Parker brings to the table will be a little bit too much for Zhilei Zhang. If you're rocking with Zhilei Zhang, I get it. Like I said, I already list the reasons why someone will be rocking with Zhang, but Not me. I'm rocking with Joseph Parker. That's my man. And of course, the main event: Francis Ngannou versus Anthony Joshua. Of course, Francis Ngannou is a bum, 0-1. This man fought once and lost. So, of course, he lost a split decision to Tyson Fury. Man, that is crazy. The fact that that's even a thing. Come on, that's so weird. Looking at the box rec. Francis Ngannou debut, win by split decision. That's so dumb, but whatever, right? And of course, Anthony Joshua, the former unified heavyweight world champion, 27-3 with 0 losses or 0 draws, 24 wins by way of knockout and 1 loss by way of knockout. We all know who that came from. Andrew Ruiz Jr. Of course, his other losses were to Alexander Usyk, where he lost the first time unanimous decision and he lost the other one via split decision. Very obviously showing improvement, right? You know, me personally, I did not like the fact that Anthony Joshua stopped going to the body with Usyk. But then again, Usyk's that type of guy that makes you abandon your game plan. So, makes sense. But anyways, he is coming off of 2 stoppage wins between Otto Wallin and Robert Helenius. Of course, he did come off of a unanimous decision win with Jermaine Franklin Jr. Of course, who I got winning is AJ. It's Anthony Joshua. Let's not sit here and say that Francis Ngannou is going to have a better chance against Anthony Joshua. Don't get me wrong. People say, oh, but he's chinny. He's whatever. I guess. But the thing is, we all know Tyson Fury did not train for that fight. I mean, then again, a lot of people are saying, oh, why are they putting so much promotion in this Anthony Joshua-Francis Ngannou fight since the Tyson Fury one did not sell that well? And someone made a very good point. Whether or not I find the comment, doesn't matter. Dude said the reason why it didn't sell that much is because people didn't give Francis Ngannou a chance. And that makes sense. But this one, they are going to give him a chance for the sole fact that he lost split decision to Tyson Fury. So this one's going to sell a lot more because now people are thinking, oh, now there's an actual chance Francis Ngannou is going to beat him. Now I might have to buy the pay-per-view so my stream doesn't lag, right? But the thing is, Anthony Joshua is going to stop Francis Ngannou. Let's be real. Ngannou is definitely a mobile heavyweight. He's definitely not as mobile as Joseph Parker, but he is definitely mobile for a heavyweight. Of course, he does have that power that dropped Tyson Fury, but then again, he has no speed with it anymore. He doesn't have any speed with the punches anymore, and he's going up against Anthony Joshua, who saw what Ngannou was capable of against Tyson Fury. Of course, it was against, a not trained fully Fury. Because let's be real, he didn't train fully for it. You could tell. Because, Ngannou was kind of outboxing him for like a round or two. I was like, damn. But with that being said, Anthony Joshua, like I said, he's too good. He's too clean as a boxer, and he will just pick Francis Ngannou apart. Can Francis Ngannou land that Hail Mary punch? He could. But Anthony Joshua is not going to fall for it like Tyson Fury did. I don't know why Tyson Fury did the thing that he did, but he did it anyways. Anthony Joshua knows what's at stake here. If he loses to Ngannou, it's over. His career is done. He's not going to do anything. And it's going to ruin the sport of boxing for the sole fact that Francis Ngannou is basically going to be challenging Tyson Fury or the winner of Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk. So that'd be interesting. But yeah, Anthony Joshua stopping Ngannou in round 8. He's strong. Obviously, he's a heavyweight. He's accurate. We saw how he outboxed Otto Wallin. So safe to assume he could outbox Francis Ngannou too. But the biggest problem, like I said, is Ngannou's mobility and his confidence. Like I said, he is definitely going to be the confidence. His confidence is definitely going to be the highest ever. First of all, fact, like I said, he's lost split decision to Tyson Fury. He's going to be full of himself, basically. But with that being said, it's not going to be enough. I think Francis Ngannou's boxing of Cinderella story is over. He gets 2 ginormous paychecks from Saudi Arabia, and he goes back to MMA. What's not to support? But if he does manage to win, that will definitely surprise me because Anthony Joshua will be at 100%. And if he beats him, I'm like, damn. But I don't think he does. Let's be real. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. The next one will, of course, be UFC 299. Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Chito Vera. Very interesting. But anyways, like I said, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.
I'm with you. Hostile UAV overhead.